Revelations chapter 1 as of verse 4. John was writing a letter to the 7 churches of Asia under the instruction of God, possibly both God and Jesus if you believe that way. I tend to believe the 2 separate identities, whereby a lot of people believe there is only one. I think at this point it matters not which way we believe. The letter starts with a greeting to the churches and explains who the letter is from and their greatness. I also see it confirming God the Father and Jesus as 2 separate identities. The letter also states Jesus will be coming in the cloud and everyone will see him, including those that pierced him. This must mean all the dead will be raised, both good and bad, for Judgment Day. John turned to see who was speaking to him and saw a figure standing among 7 lampstands, a figure looking like the Son of Man. But John was careful not to say it was Jesus. My mind asked the question, why? For the life of me, I don't know or can't see an answer. Maybe it doesn't matter, or maybe it does. So we'll pray for an answer. I don't expect the answer right away, as the Lord will give it to me in his own time when it is relevant. I know the dress and appearance of who we believe to be Jesus is important, but I haven't been told by our Lord sorry. I haven't been told by our Lord and shown only, I haven't been shown by our Lord and have only seen interpretations by others, which are probably correct, but they're hearsay, so I don't want to comment on that. I watched a sermon today, actually, saying the appearance and clothing were signs of judgment. So I tried to research it and got nowhere. I am somewhat determined to say and do only what Christ has taught me. So I will leave that part out, and if Jesus sees fit, we'll address it at a later stage. John falls down like a dead man at the sight of Jesus. He is picked up by the Lord, who says, "Don't be afraid." It seems to me throughout the Bible, those same words are used. Don't be afraid when an angel is materialized for God's purpose. I've often wondered how I would feel, how I would act if it ever happened to me. I'd probably think I'd died and was in heaven. If I'm reading this right, it is everything John writes down, which is a whole book of Revelation that is to be sent to the 7 churches, something to keep in mind. Jesus gives us a hidden meaning of the 7 lamps and the 7 stars. The lampstands being the 7 churches, and the 7 stars being the angels of the 7 churches. I missed the 7 spirits before the throne. For another study, from another study, I believe the 6 from another study, I believe the first 6 are the spirit of wisdom, 2, the spirit of understanding, 3, the spirit of counsel, 4, the spirit of might, 5, the spirit of knowledge, and 6, the spirit of the fear of God. Sorry about this coughing. The 7th spirit seems to be still hidden, except a word God gave me one night. Truth seems to fit, the spirit of truth. But God didn't say that word, what that word was for. So it only might be the one. I guess time will tell. Actually, the 7 spirits seems to be a study Jesus wants me to do before going further in Revelation. So I guess it will mean how in depth he wants me to go as to when I'll be back. The Lord will guide me. Yes, the Lord will guide me.